Well, hello, farming friends, and welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your old buddy, Mr. Moose. And we're back with more of the Contest Edition, the contest spotlight for mods that are entered in the 2015 Farm Sim Mod Contest. Today we're going to tour a map. This is called Iron Horse Farm. Pretty nice little farm here. I'd tell you who it was submitted by, but I forgot. But anyways, so we look at the text here. Iron Horse Farm was located in the Iron Horse Valley since 1855. The farm has grown and raised a wide range of agricultural products with a professional animal side as well. You are now the proud worker for the Iron Horse Farm. With so many tasks to do, you will never be standing still waiting for something to happen. That's the truth. With a wide variety of animals to tend to, your day will be full. Let's see, it includes wheat, barley, canola, corn, oats, rice, sunflower, alfalfa, clover, potatoes, sugar beets, potato washed, compost, tomatoes, cauliflower, white cabbage, steamed potatoes, lamb, pig, beef, fattened cow, sheep, cattle. So basically it has the whole kitchen sink here. I think basically he found every mod he could and threw it into a map. So let's get started, guys. We'll jump into the map, and I will tell you this: if you've played Old Ridge, is it called Old Ridge Farm? The layout of this is very similar to it. So you start off here at somebody's mansion. I guess this is the owner's proud facility here that you start off at. Yeah, but we are going to look at the interior of this, as always, with our tours, and we'll start with what we got. So, we've got wheat, barley, canola, corn, potatoes, sugar beets. Looks like wood chips as well. Come on down. As we sold through here, let's find another sell place that has a little bit more. Compost, steamed potatoes, oats, looks like they're sold. Then you've got your rye, sunflower, and then we've got a bunch of different options for piggies and things of that nature. I think if we come back over here to Blobby's Meats, we'll see that we have, let's see, we've got lamb, pig, beef, fattened cows, sheep. It's the first time I've seen sheep being sold. Fattened chickens as well. Silage at the biogas. So there you see quite a bit of options for us. If we jump over here to our goods or our equipment that we start off with, pretty sparse. You've got a cultivator, tractor, the baby New Holland. Excuse me. Let me do this properly. Cultivator, tractor, shovel, front loader, trailer, small seeder, baby New Holland, baby New Holland's head, baby New Holland's head's trailer, the agroliner, plow, another agroliner, weight, a stire. Yeah, so there you have it. That's the equipment you start off with. And it looks like you got two locations. You got one over here and one over here. Let's grab the stire. I think since it's over here on this side of the map, we can start off here, and then we'll work our way all the way around the facilities. So, guys, this will be a long video because I do just kind of drive around and we take a look at the scenery, the layout, all that good stuff, okay? So, if you're expecting a quick, simple video, you ain't getting it today. All right, let's get started. We're going to start off here with our little stire. We'll pull forward and we'll grab a weight just for giggles. And we'll take a look at where we're at right here. There's our agroliner trailer. We got a field here. And yeah. So we got to get out of this field somewhere. There we go. Looks like a gate here. I have driven around this map before, so I will go ahead and tell you, this guy loves his brick walls. So I'm guessing this is a very European style map. Lots of brick walls. Lots of brick walls. Let's bring up the map real quick so we can see where we're at. There is let's see, a little gas station right up there. The lamb facility is right here at us, so we're going to just kind of roll over, and that will be our first stop. We'll go by the lamb facility. The potato washing area is up there, so we'll head to it afterwards. So let's cruise on down here. We'll catch where the lamb is, and we'll go from there. I will say one thing. If you're on a lot of maps, they don't use all the space up, and when you get to the walls right here where he's got the little paper walls there of trees, a lot of times you can drive behind them and there'll be grass and things like that. I will warn you, if you drive behind it, you fall off the edge of the earth. He has built all the way to the very edge of it, so if you drive anywhere past that little piece of paper, you're going swimming. I'll just put that out there. Things I will point out to you on this map: the brick walls are collidable, the hedgerows are not. So this is our lamb facility here. Wait, nope, these are the houses next to the lamb facility. One more street to pull into the lamb facility. Alright, so lamb facility is here. You got a couple of different bays where they're at. One is marked sheep. So if we pull in here, of course we hear, you know, sheepy sheepy. The ghost of things that could be. And then we come in here, and this one over here is marked lamb. So I've never seen that before. Unload bale. No, unloading point. I've actually never seen that on the floor of one of these buildings before. Holy cow, that lamb is annoying, isn't it? Let's get out of here. Alright, so this is our lamb facility. And you've got a little bit of equipment storage here. Both sides of it, you got equipment storage here. And you got some grass area over there, water point. Lots of storage on this map. It is a huge map, I will say that. So you do need lots of equipment storage, because eventually, if you venture into all this, you're going to have equipment everywhere. So I'll point out the good and the bad on this. There is a gas station right here. There are no fuel sterns. Yeah. Not a one, but you can get gas. But there's just no pump there. Interesting gas concept. The invisible gas canister. Alright. Now, here's a really, really cool feature of this map. You go down here. We're going to hit this road, come down. And then it is going to drop down quite a bit. Lots of elevation change, which is pretty darn cool. You've got some really sizable maps, but they have or fields, they do have a lot of contour to them, which I thought was very cool that he's done that on this. It's just not all flat, and when you're looking for maps, you like to find something that's just not flat. Alright. So we pull around here, we have a grain sell point right here. This one's just a basic grain sell point. Nothing fancy to it. Pull in, drive through it real quick. And you've got your little offload here, where you drop your grain in. And that's about it. Like I said, nothing fancy to it. A few trees that you could harvest if you wanted to do forestry. There are not very many forestry options on this map. It is mainly just agriculture. There are lots of trees that you could cut down, grind up for wood chips. And there are a couple of areas where you can pull off, and they might have, 20, 30 trees there total. But not a big... There's not a big forest area where you're going to be doing forestry. Okay, so we're heading up the map now. We're going to head up to where the potato facility is. This does have steamed potatoes on it. He's taken, I think Farmer Andy is the one that did the whole potato washing thing. So you've got the potato washer up here, as well as the steamer for the steamed potatoes. Because every farmer who grows potatoes washes them and steams them. That's common knowledge. Alright, so here we go. We've got our potato facility here with some trash canisters here, a little bit of storage here, somebody's office. I'm not quite sure what this is other than just decoration. Maybe it works for something, I don't know. But then you've got the old potato washer here. So you can put your potatoes in, get them washed, and they come out, and then you take them over here. You got some potatoes on the ground there, and then you've got your steamer facility here, where you put your potatoes in, and they come out steamed potatoes, I'm guessing. Don't know, never done it, because once again, I've never worked on my uncle's potato farm and had to wash for steamed potatoes. Just my personal thing. Observation. Alright, around we go, and when we come over here, we'll get a pretty good look at some of the scenery here. And you can see how cool this map really looks. Very cool. Big, huge field down there. You can see a little bit more of the area. And you get a look at the lake here and the dam off on the horizon. There's a little castle right there, or remnants of a little castle right there in the middle of the lake. The lake is very shallow. You can drive straight through that shallow, by the way. And if you want to, you can actually go over to the little castle in the middle and check it out. I might demonstrate that to you in a minute when I get bored. So down we go. Just pull up the map so you can reference where we're at. We're headed to the market. I'm guessing the market here is, again, I've never dealt with this part of this map, but I do believe this is where you go to pick up livestock. I believe this is one of those facilities where I've seen it on some other maps. I've never actually played with it on my map, because I've never had a map that has it incorporated into it. But I have seen in other videos of other farmers where they have to go and pick up their livestock. And as you can see right over here, you've got the pen with all the different livestock in it. You've got a little place that you pull your truck up to, and I believe at that point it loads up the livestock. So I believe this is one of those situations where you purchase your livestock and then you actually have to come get them. Somebody, I'm sure, that has done this before will actually comment on that and say, yes, you're right, or no, you're wrong. But I believe that's what that area is for you on the market. It doesn't show anything else of use, no sell points or anything else like that. So I'm assuming that's what it is. And maybe that is a sell point. Maybe you're taking your livestock there to sell off. Alright, so we'll drive back around the outside edge here. There's another sell point up here. Since it's not marked as a sell point, I wouldn't think it is a sell point. It doesn't have the little yellow emblem. As you can see, most of the fields are pretty good size. Now when you get back around the main farm, which we'll do in a bit, it's got some smaller fields, much like the ridge. It just tends to be everything out in the everything out on the outside is pretty large, and then the things on the inside of the map are a little bit smaller. So here's one of those little areas, like I said, a little small area where if you wanted to do forestry, there's a select amount of trees, and you could take them there, and then you've got a sell point right here. I'm assuming this sell point is for I'm assuming this is probably a wood sell point, wood chips, since it's right here at the power facility. Though don't quote me on that, okay? Just there's a sell point here. A few more trees you could harvest. And then you come to the dam, which is kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool if they had a hydro sound going, you know, where you could hear a large whoosh and the noise of the water coming through the spill gates or the overflow gates. And you can see that goes off to the edge of the universe. You come back around here and we have the Dam Cafe over here. Yeah, the Dam Cafe. So it's the Iron Dam Cafe. It's a sell point, and there's a couple of these birds roosting everywhere on the map. Cute little addition. We actually have several of those roost around where I live, so kind of cool that that's on there. Caravan park. Bang. I just want to run through the caravans every time and just flatten them over. I mean, don't tell me you haven't thought about it. Alright, so looking at the map, let's choose our route where we want to go again. Basically, we want to get down to the egg farm shop, so we'll take a left. There's like I said, over in this side area here. I was going to try and get a cursor so I could go over there, but I don't have it right now. Over on the over in this area, it's just fields. There's a little bit of trees here you could harvest. But you've got some just nice sized fields over here that you could work. 21's really big. 19's pretty big, and it has a little bit of a taper to it. 16, man, that field's, the shape of it's huge and goes down. We'll see it later on down the road, but basically, yeah, you just got some fields, some green field over there, just more places to plant. So we're gonna take a left here, and we'll head down towards the farm shop. Let me get rid of that map. There we go. Which will give me an opportunity to show you how shallow the water is around the lake. And again, another field that you can purchase here. But again, I think he's done a really good job with the overall topography of the map. I love the way that he's got rolling hills all over. And like I said, the hedges are not collidable, which will make a lot of you breathe a sigh of relief. Because that is always quite annoying when they aren't. Okay, so here's Landy Kid's little gas station. Yeah, just kidding. It's a sell point / garden center for you. You've got your little eggs back here, seeds back here. Come back around the front, and you got a grain sell point here. And a little gas, telephone, and you can pay your loan off right there at the ATM. So it is. I know I said / garden center. I mean that in the sense that you can buy seed there. Let's see, where do we want to go next? Let's just kind of cruise straight on down the center here. And we'll head down towards the biomass and the lettuce facility and all that good stuff. So some of the things aren't marked on the map, so you won't necessarily see them on the map, like the lettuce facility here. If you guys have watched or played any time, you know this is the lettuce facility that you can use. I think they're calling it cabbage maybe in the game. But yeah, you come over here. If you haven't seen my video on this, you've got to put water, fertilizer, and the generator has to have gas or petrol. Then you do come over here, dump a little bit of seed into this box here. Once you've got all 4 of those things combined, the seed, the water, the fertilizer, the gas. This whole thing starts up. You got your sprayers on the inside. You grow a little cabbage or lettuce here. Then down here at the end, it's processed. You get a byproduct of TMR out the end here. And then here you get stacked pallets of lettuce that you can take and sell off. So, very nice little addition. It's very cool to have that on this map. This is actually a pretty nice map. I don't like all the brick walls, but it's something I could play down the road. I'm sure you'll see a lot of people grab it and start playing it. Again, another field. This is your shop here. Let's see, where do I want to go for the shop? I think we'll just keep making our way straight down the center here, and we'll head down to the we'll head on down to the milk sell point, biomass, and how did I get turned around here? I want to be going down this road. Isn't that right? I'm completely lost. Let's see where I head if I go this way. Okay. I am going the wrong way. Alright, so your heating plant is right here, where you take your wood chips. Then we come down here, another little gas station for you. I'm going to cut through the gas station so we can get over here to the middle. Come down through the middle of the little town here, and there's a sell point right in the middle of the road. Right there. It took me a little while to figure out that that was the sell point, but yeah, there's a sell point there for, I guess, whatever cafe that is. Not sure what it's classified as. You guys can figure that out on your own. I'm just pointing out things for you. There is a milk sell point right here for you, in between those buildings. And then we continue on. Headed back down through town. There's the mansion where we started out at, just to give you a reference of where we're at. So that would be the main family home. Then we have our lumber sell point here, obviously. So you come in here, lots of lumber on the ground. Oh, looky, looky. So anyways, yeah, lumber sell point right here. Y'all, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm ADD. I have to hit the lever. Come on. There we go. Bye-bye, train. Choo-choo. If there's a lever, I'm gonna hit it. Yeah, just, sorry. That's who I am. Alright, so we've hit the train. Let's look at the map. We want to get down to the beef and the piggies. So, let's head on around and we'll head that way. You can see them right there. They're not too far from us. More fields, more fields. Let's cut across here real quick, just because we need to get over here. This is your BGA over here. He's done a pretty cool job with the BGA, I have to say. I never seen anybody do it up like this. You gotta wrap all the way around here to the front to get to it. And you go to your BGA, you've got these huge sheds that you put your silage in to ferment, or put your chaff in to ferment. They do have walls on the back of them, so you cannot pull in, so you will have to back into each of them. And then you come over here, you have a grinder, And then you also have the two little legal heaps. Do I know which ones are active? No, I didn't deal with that. Right next door is your wool sell point, very nicely marked on the ground. I will say that he's done a really cool job with labeling everything so that you can see exactly what's going on these. Alright, back out of here. And then we need to... Tell you what, let's see. We started out over there by the lamb and everything. So let's see. We're here. The Riverside Inn's right up there. That's no big deal. Let's go down to Blobby Meats, Blobby Tasty Pies. We'll wrap around there, and then we'll go over to the Garden Center, Pigs, and we'll wrap up with the beef. So, alright, so we head down this way. Yeah, come through here. Now I know where I'm at. Okay, over the canal that goes through the center, you have a centralized grain storage right here. So this is where your grain is going to be stored. You just pull up this big white ramp, and you have a couple of different offloaders. And then everything is labeled for you: straw, grass, silage, forage, chaff, manure. All of that can be stored right here in one spot for you. And then you've got your offloading for you. That's not actually your seed and your grain, though. That's just for those little items. Nothing over in this building here. It's over here where we want to go. If you turn around the corner, take a right here, and come in the back side of this building, this is Blobby Farmers Tasty Pies. And if we look at this sign here, it will basically tell you everything that you can sell here: pig, beef, lamb, sheep, cow, chicken, steamed potatoes. All are sold at this facility. And the trigger point is just right there in between those signs, so you go in there to do that. And we're back on the road. We're walking. No, I'm just kidding. More fields down here in the back. We have a carnival set up over here. The grass sell point right here, if you were looking for that. There we go. And we'll keep on driving around. This is the lower extreme of the map. So you've got these narrow little farms here, or narrow little fields over here on the edge, and then you hit the edge of the universe. Don't go beyond the wall, I'm telling you right now. There's somebody who's had to reset like 5 times. I can tell you that you don't want to try to drive past the edge of the wall. I have to look, you know. I wouldn't be doing a good job if I didn't look to see what was there, but yeah. Alright, so we'll take a left here. Drive around the little rock formation here. Head off back here to the back. And we'll get back here. You've got the garden center. You got your compost area back here. Alright, in we go. Alright, so here's a garden center. As you can tell, you've got your compost machine here. If you haven't ever used the compost machine, yeah, everything goes up in here. You put all your stuff up in here. and it's processed and comes out the other side of it. You can buy your tree saplings here. You get those here, and then of course you have another lettuce facility here that you can use to grow lettuce. There is your store there in red. Very nice little garden center here, but again, another place as well for you to grow some more veggies. The end of the world, the train trestle or tunnel, and then we wrap back around and we'll head over to the piggy area, which I think I'm going to shortcut to the piggy area. Might as well. You guys will notice I'm in a Steyr, which is stock, and yet my wheels are bouncing. That's that real terrain mod that is in the contest. I'll be showing that in another video, but I thought I'd just go ahead and mention it since we were driving around in a stock vehicle, and I was able to have the tires bounce around. So we got a sell point here. This is another grain offload for you. Here's your scales, there's your sell point, and there's the train sitting there. This is like a freight yard type of situation, which means if there's a freight yard, there's a throw switch. Oh yeah, what I say earlier, if it's there, I'm pulling it. Alright, there's your pig facility right here for you. You've got some piggies sitting in the pens. You got to come all the way down here, go across the train tracks, come back around to get into it. A little confusing. Like I said, dude loves his brick walls. So yeah, you've got to go all the way around here, beat the train, and we just barely did. A little rear end damage there. That one's actually collidable. Some of the trains aren't collidable. Alright, in we go. Into the pig area. In we go. And we hear the ghost of bacon passed. Out the back. Little storage. Dude likes his chop straw all over the ground too. That's another thing I noticed. Everywhere you go, there's chop straw all over the ground. I could deal without that. I don't need it. I mean, who drops this much chop straw on the ground? You're just really not good. But and then you got your pigs back here. I'm guessing this is a nursery situation or just decor. I'm not real sure. Looks cute. So anyways, pig facility. Check. Alright, where to next? I think we can run down here and head to the cow facility, to our cattle and beef operations. And they're pretty much close to each other, almost side by side. Matter of fact, I can come over here, I think, and come into this place. I'm incorrect. I gotta go around. Alright, so the beef facility goes across both sides of the road here. So on the left, we've got a manure pit and your manure offload. And then you have beef 1 here, or whatever it is. If we look at the cow, is what it's called. Green field here, so you can go get lots of grass and everything. You already own it. Nothing special back here in the back. Your old standard cattle field. Little markings on the ground again. Like I said, I think that's cool that he did go ahead and mark that for people who don't know. Another little grass cell point for you here in the beef area. Now, the one thing I saw here and I wasn't quite sure about is the milch. Is that milk? Or is that TMR? I forget what that means in German. It offloads there. If it's TMR, I don't know where there's a mix station at. I have not seen one. There's your these are really cool, I have to say that. This caught my attention first time I came through the map, and I have to give him props for this. Instead of doing your regular old silage bunker here with concrete walls, he did these wooden walls, and I gotta say they look pretty cool, especially you look in the structural part of it, how he's got the little 4x4s in the ground, and then the struts and everything. Very cool. Very, very different. You don't see that on any other farms. I'm sure that came from somewhere, but I don't know that I've seen it in my gameplay. So lots of storage facilities here, and then you've got this milch, and again, I'm sure I could look that up and find out what it means in German, but I didn't. There's your milk over in that area. Yeah. Your slurry pit over here on the left. More chopped straw all over the ground. So yeah, there's the beef facility for you. The only other thing we haven't really done is go through the main farm, so let's just do that. We're going to tab over, take the shortcut here. This is the main farm facility for you. You've got your little New Holland tractor there. And then as we move around, you'll see you've got more storage all over the place here. You have another lettuce facility. Actually, this is your chicken area. So this is for the fattened chickens. You got a little chicken coop here for the eggs. So if you're doing egg layers, there's your rooster and all your eggs. And then you've got your fattened chicken facility here. If you've seen any of my Brabant series, you've seen me work the fattened chickens before. Come out. Gas on the farm. And that's pretty much it. So anyways, we've done our little tour of the facility here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. There's that, and there's this guy. There we go. Right over here next to the seed, the fertilizer. They were on this side of the chickens. I just missed it. Potatoes are there. I'm guessing. The one thing I haven't seen is where the in all my trips running around this map, I've not seen where you store grains at. That is the one thing I have not located. Gas? Okay, we're gonna have to look one more little time, because I've seen the big silos, and I'll be honest with you. The first time I did this, and I saw the big silos, I thought that was where you took all the grains. But then when I got and looked at it and saw that it was just for forage, manure and things like that, maybe I'm missing something. But I have not seen, and I don't see any silos anywhere here. And inside none of these do I see a place to put any kind of grains at all. So that's the only thing I don't see on this map. And I'm a little thrown off by that. That is weird. Let's look at the map one more time and see if I see any more little green places that we might have missed, and I don't see it. Grass cell point at the beef and a grass cell point at 3, and then down by Riverside Inn is that one grain silo. So either dude forgot to put a place to store grains on this map, or I'm missing something. Valley Grain Store over there we went by, that's just a sell point. It would be silly to have to take all of your grain way down here on the other side of the water. But I've seen sillier things on maps. So let's ride over here one more time and see if I missed something. But that is the only place I see on the map to store things, and it just, why would the digital readout on it not give you your grains as well? Straw, grasses, silage, forage trash, manure. It does not seem like you store anything at all grain wise. Alright, so are you selling everything off as soon as you collect it? Maybe somebody else is going to see something that I'm missing, but I do not see it. Nowhere on here do I see it. So, I've driven all over this map 2-3 times. And like I said, that's the only place I have seen a grain storage or a storage silo. So clearly I'm missing something. At this point. Well, anyways, maybe you'll download it and take a look for yourself. Maybe you can find it. Maybe it's in the midst of all these buildings and I just haven't seen it. But usually you have somewhere. If he's going to go through and put those digital signs for the... he's going to take the time to put those silos in with the digital scales on them. One would think that you take the time to put in a storage facility for your grains, and that too has a digital sign on it. But I'm just not seeing it. Just not seeing it. What is that over there? That's right over there. That's the only other place I haven't been. So let's see if we can get to it, and we'll take a look at it real quick. I hate to leave the map without showing y'all everything, so if I'm missing something, I'm missing it. So what is right over here at this place? Is this it? Mechanic on duty. I wouldn't think that would be where we would be storing our grains. So no. Yeah, that's not it either. This is just a mechanic shop. So clearly I'm missing something because I don't see it anywhere. Maybe you guys will find it, but I don't see it. The shop is right over there. But yeah, I'm clearly missing something. Alright, well that's it for me. I've been all over this map, and so I would say it's a pretty cool looking map, but if there's no place to store your grains, you're not going to have a good time on this. Who wants to sell their stuff immediately? I sure don't. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up and like the video. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I'm working on getting all of these done. My intention is to do a review of each and every contest entry. I'm just doing these at random, so it's just whatever looks interesting to me I'm grabbing and doing. So just bear with me. I'll get through them as quick as I can, and I have no favoritism towards any of them, so you guys vote on them how you wish to vote. That'll do it for today's video. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in our next one. Bye-bye. And stop the video in 3, 2, 1.